This right here is a Minecraft backyard. They're boring, they're unchanging, they're uninspiring, but I'm about to change that. My goal is to create a Minecraft yard so good today that it revolutionizes how yards look. But before we make a yard, I gotta learn like actual real life yard details. So I'm gonna like study this and see if we can take some notes here.
A good starting point is to draw a plan of your yard.
Okay, so let's do that. That's pretty good. I need to understand another thing. Feng shui. Look at this. Wood, fire, earth, metal, water. Ah, here we go. Know your directions. I think we're ready. Look at this, guys. This is your typical base. The first thing I gotta do is I wanna fix the front door. I'm moving this to the back, and then we're gonna start pulling out our Lowe's yard tips. Yeah, this dude actually had a whole business here. Oh, not anymore, buddy. That is the new front right here. And this is now the backyard. It's kind of like fence it off because we need to know exactly what the area is. So let's get our fence up now. I think I made a little bit much there, but okay. Hey, Morel. This guy out here trying to interrupt the important job we're trying to do today, you know? All right, so now that we have our fences, let's get these placed. This is gonna be a problem because I'm realizing like most backyards generally are squares. So we're trying to make it like as realistic as possible. The problem though is with this square backyard, we're gonna have like a mountain next to us. And I don't know that's gonna look good. I'm not sure if there's any rule on how to fix that, but we'll find out when we get there, I guess. All right, there's our backyard. Next step is plants.
Plants are definitely one of the most important parts of your landscape. Along the house, consider using a bush or wider plant to soften the corners.
And according to that video, you want to use plants in the corners to help soften up the edge. Azalea leaves for $10,000. These will look really good. Let's try this corner. I'm gonna test like one corner, like a little shrub in the corner, something like that. It's not bad, but I just feel like this is not gonna revolutionize Minecraft to me. Clean lines or curves.
Next, think about pathways to get to the different points of interest in your yard. A great way to add tranquility and the touch of nature is by adding a water feature. A small pond installation not only looks nice, it is perfect for plants and fish.
So here's the idea. Path goes around the tree like this. Then at the back, we create a natural organic koi pond that'll be surrounded. And the road will dip into that koi pond a little bit. I don't know if that's gonna be good or not, but it seems like it could be. So the road can come back like so. And then right here, the koi pond, I actually want to wrap a little bit around. If we take it out a little bit, feather the edges here, just that really does give it a little bit more depth, doesn't it? Speaking of depth, maybe we do take it down a little bit, give it a little more deepness. We're gonna replace this bottom with sand here. It's a big detail, I know. This is not the thing you see a lot of creators do. Big old fat stack of sand here. Now, I think we're just gonna, for now, just layer it down here pretty naturally. See that? That's actually kind of nice. Like in terms of a koi pond in the backyard, that looks really cool. Up next, we have flowers.
Think of using plants as you would decorate your house. Pick just a few colors that work together.
There's no flowers for sale. We need to go collect flowers. Okay, we have a great color scheme. We have a little variety of red and purple plants, which actually really worked out super well for us. So the idea with these, according to actual professional backyard designers, is that you want the small ones in the front. We could do a full thick line right here of a little garden of red, and then in the background, oh, that is too dense for me, I feel like. We need to spread it out a little bit, something like that. And then maybe in the center, we could do like a little bush.
Oh, that looks good.
We'll carry the bush all the way around. Dude, that softens the wall so hard. I feel like a professional. Look at that. We do have the path here. This is gonna add a little bit of separation between the path and between this little area back here. A little bit of privacy, huh? A little bit of something like that. Okay.
Solid concrete or pavers are more formal and offer defined direction. Crushed gravel is a softer alternative.
We have to decide now between two things. Number one decision, G, for gravel, do we want a more like unofficial path? Do we want to make a legit path? Stone. I would say for a backyard like this, gravel. Gravel's gonna be the winner to me because this feels like a more casual backyard so far. Which wasn't the idea, actually. I kind of meant to do modern, but what are you gonna do, man? Yeah, I might as well get that water filled in while I'm here too, because I think now's the chance. I already have some as well, so we should be perfectly fine to do that really quick. Okay, so now that the water's in the back, we've got this like nice little area you walk to. Like we're already, guys, revolutionizing things.
If your property has a hill, planting on the slope is a possibility. Or you can use small retaining walls of various levels to define different points of interest.
One of the details it said was you need to put plants on slopes to help something with the, I'm honestly not sure why. I just wrote that down. We can use some of these flowers to just randomly place among this, and I think it's just gonna look good. Some little taller ones. Oh, you know what would look cool? If these were like hanging down a little bit, like this would actually look really good, like little hanging vines, a little something like that. Oh, look how good that looks. And this area right here needs one, and I think what I'll do is I can actually tie it right into the vine that we already placed down there, which wasn't going to be one originally, and give it a nice organic shape, take it all the way up to the top. Dude, this might actually look so good. I'm very excited to see what this looks like. Wow, that really brought it together. Okay, next.
One way to start is to work big to small.
All right, I've identified a problem. The most important rule that I wrote down is you need to start with your big builds first and then go into your small builds. I realized I did the opposite. I think we need to actually get a big build back here and figure out what that's gonna be. That's what I'm looking for right there. Like waterfalls, like rocks, fire, those bring in the elements of feng shui that we talked about. I don't know, I feel like we could maybe make like some rock features that like flow down into this that look really cool. So if I put water there, take out some of the fence, like it would actually go through the fence and make like a giant little boulder design, a little bit like that. And the idea is the water is gonna flow there and go straight into it. So I wonder if it's gonna work. That's the big question, you know, let's see. Yo, it does. Okay, cool. It's not bad. Dude, no, imagine if this waterfall thing like went all the way up to the very top of this. And so like there's another like rock structure, like maybe like right here, and it flows down into that one. So the issue is I'm afraid when I place this water up here, it's gonna destroy everything. So I don't really know how to like control it in the perfect way. Like if I do that, I think it's gonna flow down. Let's see what happens. I don't know. That way? Okay. Still? Oh, it's so close. We're gonna actually change this, all right? I'm gonna create individual waterfalls because I don't want this part. This part ruins it to me. So we're gonna go ahead and put this back, and then we're gonna make this waterfall here, and then we're going to clean this back up. So now we have two individual waterfalls that come down, which is kind of sick, but we need like lanterns or torches or something like that to also help. What I'm hoping is I could put some really cool lights in the water with glowstone like this. That'll kind of give it a nice illumination. And then I could kind of like sneak a couple of these in the hill so you can't see it, but at nighttime it still gives you the bright effect, which should be pretty sick. So now at nighttime with all the glowstone there, you have this like upward lighting that lights everything up from the bottom. And this looks really sick because now your hill looks like it's being lit up by the moon. Like this is like a subtle detail. It goes all the way up and lights it. I do want to make a slight usable area back here, like some sort of a kitchen. And so I might put that like right here. So, and then we'll give them some working space here like this. I don't love what I did with the chest. There we go. Okay, kitchen area looks cool. So it kind of splits into two zones. I think it needs a little lighting and maybe a plant on the side to break that up a hair, but it's not bad. So we're gonna do a campfire right here by the water. And then next to the campfire, I wanna use naturally occurring logs because it's gonna tie into the landscape and you gotta limit your colors according to the research. So we have oak and we have birch. So what I can do is just get a nice looking, get yourself a nice little log zone. And if we open that up a little bit, it kind of splits it some so that way you can walk in and still see the fire. So that looks really cool. And then surrounding the fireplace, we're gonna do a little more detail here because you wanna mix a lot of textures, all right? That's one of the last things we haven't done on this is mix textures. Cobblestone, right? We don't have any of that yet. That's a great texture to have. Bam. All right, there we go. Now for the torches, I'm getting like a tiki torch type vibe here for details. And so if we can be very kind of careful about how many we put down, just something like that is really all you need, you know? Make it look very intentional. Instead of placing them randomly, you get something very cool looking. Bro, we are literally changing the way Minecraft backyards look. Like this looks like a real life actual backyard right now. Like I'm telling you guys, if I saw this in real life, I'll be like, yeah, that's a pretty sick backyard. Like I would like that for myself. Let's check our list. So I'm looking at the feng shui elements. We have wood, right? Obviously, that's one of the elements, all right? We have water, we have fire. What we don't have is metal, and that's gonna be a problem to us. And then the other thing is, all of these elements actually have a location they're supposed to appear at based on the cardinal compass. And believe it or not, fire is already in the south. Water actually would be opposite of fire, and that's gonna be a big problem to us. And I really hate that because I don't wanna destroy my fountain here. What if for water, we leave that there, which will cancel some of our feng shui, but that's okay, because this is a fire element here, having the furnace, and that's gonna cancel the water back there. Then we just need one more watermelon element up here, and what I could do off of that, a cauldron, which we then fill with water. This could be it. This could be the water element we need that cancels it. The west is where you're supposed to have some metal ingredients, and so I don't really know what that would mean. Like iron? What is metal that I could put down that would look good? I'm gonna have to just put down like a block of gold or something. Copper? Copper! Copper might look good. Hold on. I wonder if I can make it in the garden, like just add like some subtle metallic lining somewhere, but that might look tacky. What if we put it in the path? Like, would that look weird? Nah, that looks terrible. I gotta get some copper build inspiration here. There's gotta be something out of metal. Like, I don't think an excavator is gonna look good. I don't think a giant robot would fit either. Oh, I like this. We can make a swing using trap doors and metal using like lightning rods. But I need to get a tree here for that to work. So, I'm not a great custom tree builder is an issue, but we're gonna have to do our best here and see if we can build an actual custom tree today. And the idea is we could have a swing located like right here on the western half made of metal, and then it delivers on our metal need. This is gonna be terrible. Boy, that looks bad. That's nasty looking, man. Why does that look so nasty? I mean, look, is it the best tree ever? Certainly not, but it's definitely not the worst tree ever either. It could be worse, and this at least allows us to get our metal need. Oh, it doesn't connect. Okay. These connect to the leaves? Oh, they do. I don't even need this thing. Okay, that is not bad. Like for getting the metal element in this backyard, that really pulls it together, I think. It's maybe could use a little metal underneath too. It's not bad. I don't hate it. Let's fix the middle piece here. See how that looks. We'll put some sides on it, little seat sides. There you go. It's extremely high, but it gets the job done. But now that I'm looking at it and thinking out loud, I think it's gonna look a lot better to actually remove all of these and actually make all of these pure copper. I think a full copper staircase is the move. That is nice. That is very nice. I think that really pulls it together. I don't know if we need the copper on the bottom, but I'm not gonna change it for now. I think it just adds a little bit of detail. So we have a lot of really good elements. What's next on the list? So I'm reading through this feng shui thing, and one of the things it talks about to make your energy feel good and, you know, convert people into sales is you don't want your energy to flow through the front door and straight out the back door. So we need some sort of buffer in the middle that actually separates the front from the back. And I'm gonna do that by placing down a pillar right here in the center. Like, do you see how good of a feeling that is? Seriously, feel this. You walk through, oh, nice house. Like, whoa, what is this? Like, this is a wonderland. And then there's a famous quote in Chinese folklore, evil spirits can only walk in a straight line. So the more curvy your stuff is, the more protected you're gonna be from each evil spirits. And look, I don't know if evil spirits are real, but I'm not here to find out and test it. So I do wanna make a path, but like, do you see how straight this is? The problem is, I don't know if anyone wants a curvy grill section. So maybe we'll do like, I wanna make like a little, a different style of path right here, like something like a little bit more curvy that has a little more organic to it. Cause this will confuse the evil spirits most likely. Something like that. See how it looks? I like that. That's kind of cool. And then maybe we could come in with some seatings. Don't want to overdo it. This middle section to me feels lacking something. Maybe more earth. A little rock here. Yeah. A little happy boulder. Yeah, I like this boulder idea. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the newly and improved backyard using every single build technique I could find. I went through and I added custom shrubbery around the edges and also lined the pond with custom drip leaves. These kind of feel like they would belong there. I also added some lily pads and of course furnished the entire water base. And then over here, I realized we missed an element. We didn't add earth. So we added earth element by creating some crystals over here. And these actually feel good. Now, as you look around, you have earth, you have water, you have fire, you have metal, you have literally everything that you can need. Like, imagine having this as your backyard. It's literally incredible. Now I just have to see if I can sell it. So I'm telling players we're selling an oasis backyard. I'm gonna have them spawn right before this tree, and you're gonna see very quickly how this feng shui works. Because they're gonna come in and think this is stupid. And then when they walk the corner, they're gonna be like, yo. They're gonna love it. Yep. I know, guys. I know. It is an oasis. Yes, sir. All right. Seems like we got some interested buyers here. I think it could actually sell for a lot of money. I'm not sure how much, but I think it could be significant because you do not see stuff like this in Minecraft very often. $500,000. Deal. And just like that, we're $500,000 richer. I'm getting out of here. Peace.